Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw the human head. Okay, Sharpies and then more Sharpies. So that's all we're going to draw with today so you can see much better. So the theory I'm working with is the normal one that everybody goes by. The round, the bottom, going across, ears, nose, eyes, that kind of thing, right? So basically, also the other thing I'm trying to show you too, what I want you to get you to understand, always remember this is just a sketch. When you draw, you're not going to trace exactly this line right there. You're not going to trace exactly that line right there. This is just getting you there. This is just trying to get you into that position of this is the idea. So basically you have it in your head and we're trying to get it on the paper, and so we're just kind of throwing lines, just trying it until we get there, you know, just stuff like that. So don't worry about, okay, now I'm going to draw this line and trace it exactly. It's not going to work like that. You got to kind of get out of that mindset. There's one artist that can do that, Kim Jung-ji. I can't remember his name right now, but anyway, that guy's amazing. Maybe you can too, but you just kind of got to figure out what works for you. So here we go. So what I'm going to play around with is basically the shapes. So the shape of the human head, there you go. Done. That's the shape of the human head. Now, you're going to refine it. So obviously this is a circle. This comes down for the side of the face, and there's the bottom right there. Don't worry about it being a perfect circle. It never is. Or maybe it is, but we're not going to worry about that. And don't worry about that being what it is. But it also comes down to who you're drawing too, because the female head, the male head, two different things. Same thing with the body. So right now we're just going to play around with proportions. We're not worrying about what this is. So we're going to basically draw some lines about where the eyes and the middle of the face are going to be. And again, this is pointed straight at you. And then you're kind of determining where everything is. So the eyes are pretty much little almonds like that. And then normally the way everybody has you learning is this line goes down to the nose and then the mouth, and this line goes down to the edge of the nose like that. See, that's already too low, so we're going to bring that back up a little bit. Like the edges of the mouth are supposed to go to the middle of the eye, something like that. So that's kind of how I sketch, just remembering that this space is the same as this space. Like 1, 2, and 3 are all supposedly equal. And remember, this is not set in stone. This is just a sketch. These are things that people have just observed. That it looks like there's a space in between the eyes that are equal to an eye. But it doesn't always have to be like that. So don't worry if yours isn't like that. It's just roughly what people have noticed to get us in the shape of the face. The ears are pretty much equal to where the bottom of the nose is and the eyes are. Pretty much. So that's what I'm saying. Remember, this is just roughly to get us there and roughly observations, okay? From there, you just start to add some details as to the head. And so there's the top of your bald head, so you want to add just a little bit of hair, depends on what your hair is going to look like. And then you're going to add a hairline, and you pretty much build off of that. So that's the rough idea. And then if you're going to angle it, you just do the same thing, but at a different position. So boom, see what I did? Just kind of a rough idea. And then we're going to go from there. So we're going to kind of make it kind of the same height, but we're going to turn it slightly like this. So now, see how I want my circle off? That center circle's off. So it's no longer in the front. So if the center circle is my middle finger, or center line, I'm sorry, we're gonna turn, and now it's to an angle like that. So that's kind of what we're going for now. So again, see how I'm just kind of throwing shapes down or lines down to the angle of the face? But see how it's turned. So this line helps determine the way your face is turning. Okay, and again, I'm just kind of throwing lines down to where it kind of looks like it might be. So this is, again, it's a guide. It's a guide, because now if I were to go back and trace exactly that, not going to look like it. Not going to look like it at all. So again, always consider this just a guide to get you there, and then you take it the rest of the way. So okay, so that's roughly how you make the face, and then we're going to come back and add some detail. So now I'm going to come back and kind of determine where everything is. Again, we're playing with Sharpies, so we're only going to get so many lines in here. So see how I'm just kind of building off of it? I'm not drawing the exact same line that was drawn on the sketch. Just kind of build and use that as a where to go. All right. And there. So see, we just kind of do stuff like that to get you in the right place. And so even that's not right, but it's getting you in the direction of where we're going to go. So we'll do more features later. Right now, I'm just going to kind of get you in the practice of how to plan your heads. Now, the other thing I kind of noticed it here is I don't like just drawing just a human head. I like to build it off shoulders. Then I'm coming up, then I'm drawing the head. Okay, so basically that helps me determine where the neck's going to be, where the shoulders are going to be, and I can go off that. Because like here, like sometimes we do this and then we draw the head straight down like that. And that's not how it goes. The human body, you need to look at pictures and anatomy too. So don't just go by, okay, well this is it and I did the math and this is how it goes, so that's how you're going to be wrong. Unless you're Leonardo da Vinci, you're possibly going to be wrong. So always look at reference to get you the best reference of the human body. Okay, so again, see, that was just a quick sketch to get us there, and I'm not going to trace those lines. I'm just going to try to get us into the shape of the head and where it would possibly go, what it would possibly look like. So let's see. Let's do another one over here. So what I like to do is play around with the shoulders. There's the body, the shoulders, the neck's coming up, head's going to be right there. Oops, that's too big, way too big. So let's do that. Okay, so let's look at it this way too. So if I did, this is the shoulders like this, then the head is going to, shoulders are going to come up here, neck's going to be there. The head is only about like this. See, I started going crazy and I just started drawing this big old circle, but that's not right. The head's only right about here, and I'm trying to remember, I'm pretty sure it's like one head's width from the shoulders. Like that's another guess. Like that is supposedly that. It's supposedly how it is. But again, these are just references. This is not set in stone. So you just kind of play around with, oops, look at that. That's at an angle too. But let's work with that. Let's say that that's where it is. So remember, we're going to do an almond, place it in between, like what you would think the distance is right there. Then we're going to draw roughly the nose, the mouth, and then see how that's it there. We're going to draw the ears, and then start to build off this. So I'm going to draw, let's see, and that lip's kind of small, so just going to kind of sketch like that, and that'll get us in a rough shape. And let's see, let's give it some smooth hair here, and then it's kind of, let's do something crazy, you know, like that, just to do something different. Okay, there's your, was it trapezius? Is that what that's called right there? Then your clavicle. Yeah, that bone is right there. So again, I'm just kind of basing it on where I think it's supposed to be. And then I'm just gonna kind of build off of this. And again, remember, I'm just sketching right now. I'm just trying to come up with how the face would look if I were to follow these guidelines. And look, nothing but sketch. So let's play around with a few little dark lines. Now, there's only so much I can do here, so I'm going to draw the top of the eye like this. Let's go ahead and draw a little bit of the pupil. We'll use that color right there and let that be our color. So I'm going to come in for the eyes. And you know what? I'm going to do another tutorial on how to do each specific thing. So don't worry about if yours doesn't quite look like, oh, how did you do the eyes? How do you do that? Don't worry about it. We're going to do that later. We're going to figure that out in another tutorial. So I'm going to do a bridge like this. And again, because I'm inking, I'm kind of limiting myself as to how many lines I put down. So don't get too frustrated with, well, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. You're right, I didn't, because I'm just playing with some inking techniques right now. And I'm not drawing every single detail. So the middle of the mouth is something like this. And look, see how I'm not quite following my sketch? I'm just kind of playing around with where the sketch is taking me. The sketch is driving. The sketch is the map. There you go. The sketch is the map, and my Sharpie is driving. Then, okay, well, we can go this way, we can go that way. And I'm letting the Sharpie drive. And again, see, it's still not perfect. It's got its flaws, but again, it's an idea of how to start getting there. You know what's great about this too is I don't know what I'm doing. I am just teaching you what I know. And as we do this, I'm going to get better as well. So we are going to be practicing this stuff and doing it more. And as I get better, you're going to get better. And we're just going to build from here. Okay, so look, see, remember how that sketch went crazy up there? And this is where we are now. You know, we're just going to see where the road takes us and play around with it like that. Okay, oop, I'm going too crazy. So that's roughly the head idea. Just work on that. Work on those simple little things, okay? Just the oval and play around till you get the right shape. And see, even that is starting to give us the rough shape of the face. Start practicing that, and I guarantee that you will start to understand how to draw heads. Just those simple shapes, you can already see it right there, and you start building off of that. Okay, so all right, so there you go. That's how you draw the head. We'll do more details later. Just practice that and come back to me later. All right, get to drawing. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.